between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Onside kick on the opening kickoff. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Through his progression, you get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing it accurate. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They'll go 4 wide, 3 to the left on 2nd and 8. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Stockton. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fire into the right, complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He leaves it with his back. Tackled there by the defense.
Decision coming up here. I'm kicking a field goal, though, David. First drive of the game. You want to pay it off and just put some points up on it.
Well, and see, I'd go for the touchdown because here's the thing. I'm going to make them go the length of the field, almost 100 yards, even if I get stopped. I'm starting this game aggressive.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Got his man on the right. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they have the first points of the game.
Yeah, these guys are just on the same page. They rep this play in practice over and over and over for this exact type of situation. QB, there was no question where he was going with that football on that play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. To throw, it's Mateer. He'll throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Gibson.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On the run, it's up. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Right back to the well. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Gives it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Quick strike complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
The offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Branch. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw at Stockton. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage on the back end defensively.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. They'll go to the air. Dangerous screen into traffic. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Georgia on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Grabbed in the middle, it's Burks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that are so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Working that left side. He's brought down to the 49. That is well short of the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got the tight end. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field to catch the defense off guard.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
To the air, it's Mateer. That's reeled in, it's Ott. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
From the gun, the ground game. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage and reading the quarterback's eye. get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Extending the play. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And the Bulldogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and that might open up some big plays down the field.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. A designed run from the quarterback. Got the first down and more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Sooners are marching down the field. Caught over the middle. It's Burks. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. To the air, it's Mateer. Looking to scramble. The throw. The short hands, it's Barnes. Breaks the tackle. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. It'll be a draw. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown Sooners! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the third, and they're lining up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. Converts on 4th down, still going. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Sooners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Couldn't get any closer on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 9. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Wide out trying to get it in. And he was able to get away from one tackle. Plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He'll keep it on the sneak. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that 1st down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the fourth quarter on 4th and goal. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Working that wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Just a short pass to the tight end. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Pulls it in inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 5 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. Trying to run it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Six plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. The offense changing the play. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. It's caught. A touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
Now that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ballgame.
A huge point after this for the lead. And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the 4th. And that went on to set us up for quite a finish. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna.
Number 30, the Oregon National team, and the Oklahoma offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Here's a throw downfield late. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team just, they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention.